Alright guys, it's the next day and it's super cold outside. It's 42, something like that. Anyway, I'm back out here because I had a thought after watching this whole outboard again as to why this thing might not have been running great yesterday, or maybe why I had to keep pumping the bulb. It's because the primer, I came back out here today and checked, and the primer was out like that a little bit, and not in all the way. So if the primer was out, there's a possibility it could be sucking air, I believe. I could be wrong, but I wanted to come out here and try to run it with the primer all the way closed and see if that does any good. Check this out. We're looking at the fuel pump, and this is a connection I did not check. Watch what happens when I hit the primer bulb. That's an issue. tighten this up. This is really loose. Hey, no more leaking. All right, let's try it again. I said, I hope I didn't wake you up.
Oh, no, no.
All right, looks like we still have some figuring to do. Throttle response is great, but it won't idle, and it sounds kind of, I guess, groggy is the only way I could describe it. So hopefully it's just a carburetor issue. The fuel pump seems fine actually, because I didn't touch the primer bulb this time. I think yesterday I was thinking that it wasn't getting fuel, but I also wasn't trying to rev it up whenever it wanted to die. So we got to dig into it a little more and see what's going on. Yeah, hopefully we can just get a carburetor kit and be done with it, and this thing will be good to go. Now we're going to do a cylinder drop test, and that's pretty easy. Pretty much just what it sounds like. We're going to start the engine, and then while the engine's running, we're going to disconnect one spark plug wire at a time and see if the engine stumbles or how the engine reacts to it. These engines will run on one cylinder, so if you have a cylinder not firing, more than likely it's going to die on that cylinder. So we're going to warm it up first because it's kind of cold here. It's, well, cold for here. It's about 50 degrees right now. Also, when you do this test, make sure your pliers are insulated, because if you have any kind of little, areas in your spark plug wire that spark is getting through, it's going to transfer right to your hand, and that's not going to feel good. So it seems to me my spark problem is like intermittent, which I hate intermittent problems. I didn't think about it at the time because we pulled the carb off because the float was sticking, but we didn't check to make sure the idle circuits were clear, and we also didn't check to make sure the high-speed jet was clear, which is easy to do. I actually watched one of This Old Outboards videos. Go check him out. This Old Outboards, the name of the YouTube channel, and he showed a cool little trick on how to check both of those real easy. We don't really have to tear anything apart, so we're going to dive into that right now. First, let me get this carburetor off. I'm trying to be very careful with these screws, because if you remember last time we took this off, I think I mentioned the screws are a little bit messed up, but they're coming out all right. So we're going to pull this bowl off again, just like we did last time, and I forgot what I was doing. All right, off comes the bowl. So what we're going to do, call this the light test. So right here, we should be able to see a steady beam of light with no, with nothing really blocking it. So that's what we're going to be looking for. All right, so it opens up into the middle here, and then you can see in the very back that speck of light. It's actually pretty well clogged up in there, so let's get to spraying. So what I'm going to do is just take a couple strands of this wire actually and run it down the
the end. Running down the end right here, and you will see it kind of slide through. All right, so we got that as good as we can. Now, if you can see right down the throat of this carburetor, but right back here, there's a big hole right there, and there's two smaller holes behind it. Those two smaller holes are your idle circuit. So what we want to do is first I'm going to flood the inside of the carburetor with carb cleaner and let it work its way down in there real quick and get in those holes. All right, y'all, so recap on what we did. So this is the carburetor sitting like it sits on the engine, float at the bottom. Up top, right here is where your idle circuit flows through here. So you got to make sure the little jet in there is clean, which it is, we checked it. And then the two holes at the top of the throat of the carburetor. Really hard to see here. You probably can't see it, but if you look in the throat of the carburetor on the top, you'll see a big hole, and then kind of offset are two smaller ones. Those two smaller ones are the ones you need to make sure is clear. Take you a piece of wire, something like that. Actually, Harbor Freight makes these welding tip cleaners. Come in all different sizes, and some real tiny ones that get down in there. But I stripped some wire and bent it so I could get down in there. And then while I had the little jet out in there, I squirted carb cleaner in there, and it came rocketing out of those holes. That's what you want to see to make sure it's clear. Also, the high-speed jet in the bowl, you have to make sure it's clear also. If you get debris or any kind of crap in there, it's not going to run right, so make sure that's clear. And then make sure it's clear running up to the throat of the carb. Alright, so that still wasn't it. So my next two orders of business are going to be replacing the coils over here. And if that doesn't work, then we'll look at this power pack again. Just because I think it's an intermittent spark issue, it has to be. Just by the way it's sounding and cutting in and out like that. The carburetor's clean as a whistle, so I'm thinking it's got to be some kind of spark thing. Stick around because we're going to have plenty more of this motor coming up. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all soon.